Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello and welcome to this first chapter of the course Numerical Modeling of Bridges. So in this session, we'll begin by getting familiar with the CSI Bridge software environment and learn how to get started with your bridge modeling project. So let's begin with what you'll learn in this session. By the end of this video, you should be able to understand the purpose and features of CSI Bridge, navigate the software interface with confidence, identify the most important modeling tools, and start your first project with the correct settings. So let's start by defining the software itself. What is CSI Bridge and why it is used in structural engineering? CSI Bridge is a powerful and specialized software developed by Computers and Structures Incorporated. It is specifically designed for the modeling, analysis, and design of various types of bridges, including concrete, steel, and composite structures. The strength of CSI Bridge lies in its ability to integrate all aspects of bridge engineering within a single platform. It enables engineers to build accurate and realistic bridge models, apply a wide range of real-world loads such as traffic, wind, and seismic actions, and assess structural performance under different conditions. And now let's take a closer look to the CSI Bridge interface. As you can see, this is the main workspace of the CSI Bridge software. It is here that you will model, analyze, and design your bridge structures. Let's take a brief tour of the key elements on the screen to help you get familiar with the interface. At the top of the screen, you'll find the ribbon menu. It's organized into several tabs, such as Home, Layout, Components, Loads, Bridge, and Analysis. These steps are arranged in a logical sequence that follows the main steps of the modeling process. As you build your model, you'll typically move from the left to the right across these steps, starting with the layout definition, progressing towards analysis and design. Each tab contains the tools you need for a specific step in the modeling process, making it easier to follow the right order. The way commands are organized in CSI Bridge is quite consistent across all tabs. Most tabs follow the same logical structure, making it easier to learn and navigate. Let's take the Components tab as an example. When we click on it and then on Type, we can access several key definitions such as material properties, frame properties, and even cable properties, which are especially useful in the case of precast or pre-stressed bridges. For instance, if we click on material properties, you'll notice that four main commands are presented for managing materials. The first command allows you to create a new material model. The second is used to duplicate or copy an existing material definition. The third lets you edit the selected material properties. And the fourth is for deleting a material definition. So this structure create, copy, edit, and delete is commonly used throughout other tabs as well. This organizing provides a consistent user experience across the software. At the bottom left corner of the window, you'll see the current unit system displayed. This is where you should first make sure to set the correct units before starting the modeling process. For our project, we'll be using the International System of Units. That means we're using length in meters, force in kilonewtons, and temperature in degrees Celsius. At the center of the screen, you'll find the graphic view window. So basically, this is where your bridge model is displayed and where you interact with the structure visually in both 2D and 3D views. For example, if you want to open a previously modeled bridge, you can go to File, Open, and select a file with the BDB extension. This will load an existing CSI Bridge project into the workspace. Let's now take a look at the Home tab in CSI Bridge. So this tab contains some of the most commonly used tools and commands that you'll need throughout the modeling and analysis process. In the Home tab, you can control how your model is displayed. You can switch between 2D views, and you can go back to 3D views. To display more details, you can use zoom in, and to go back, you can use zoom out. Also, to rotate your model, you can use this command, rotate 3D view. You can also use selection tools to highlight specific parts of the structure. You can also display different types of informations on the model, such as assigned loads, supports, and geometry labels. After running the analysis, this tab allows you to view the results graphically, like the form shade, reaction forces, the internal forces, making it easier to interpret the model's behavior. In the next session, we'll begin building a new bridge model step by step. We'll start with the definition of the primary load-bearing elements such as the deck, girders, abutments, and piers. And since our structure is made of reinforced concrete, we'll also define the appropriate material properties for concrete and reinforcement at this stage. That brings us to the end of this first chapter. In the upcoming videos, we'll begin applying what we've learned to our bridge modeling project. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below or send me an email. I'll be glad to respond and provide any clarification you may need. Thank you for watching and look forward to seeing you in the next chapter.